everybody, this is Rose of Sharon, and I'm back again with another movie review. I just recently had the chance to see Bohemian Rhapsody, starring Rami Malek, and being a huge Mr. Robot fan, I absolutely love this because it's a different role than what we're seeing Rami take upon, and I feel like he did a spectacular job, and I learned something about him in general. I didn't know that Freddie Mercury was a Zoroastrian. And Zoroastrianism is a very ancient religion, almost relegated to being a relic. And it's rather fundamental in the fact that, or elementary, I shouldn't say fundamental. It's elementary in the fact that the main premise is good deeds, good words equal good actions. And I thought, well, other religions are based upon these principles as well. And it's a pity that it's starting to fade, but there are few and far people between that actually practice Zoroastrianism. The movie itself doesn't. The only thing I didn't like about the movie was the fact that it did not delve into why Farouk didn't like his father that much. Well, I get the idea that his dad really didn't support him in becoming a musician because he probably thought it wasn't going to be lucrative, but he was very charismatic. He had a certain je ne sais quoi. He was very exact and precise, dramatic, flamboyant, and he had a very anal retentive way of getting things done, to the point of where he could be a really pompous person and completely selfish, but he could be a little bit of a diva, but you could see that he could make anybody follow him. He had all the qualities of a leader, and what's also really fascinating is he had an extra set of incisors, which actually gave him the range that he had, and for a man to have that kind of range it's almost unheard of. It's like a soprano being a coloratura, which is also very rare. The only reason I say that is because my grandmother was a coloratura. I know a little bit, not a lot, but the movie itself, I give 4 out of 5 because, like I said, the backstory, the origin of Farouk's hatred of his dad and how that was resolved later. Sorry, small spoiler, but it was a spectacular movie, absolutely phenomenal. I wouldn't be surprised if it got some Oscars or some awards of some sort. If it doesn't, I'll be slightly miffed, but I'll get over it. Anyways, 2 thumbs way up, 4 out of 5, hands down. An excellent movie if you really want to learn about the origins of Queen and the music and Live Aid and just the whole stigma of AIDS. It touches upon it, but it doesn't really dive in head first too terribly much. It's just more of, well, this is what happened. His system got compromised after he contracted it, but he died very young. I actually remember I was crushed because I've been a fan of Queen for a long time. My mom got me into Queen, and I remember that concert, and I remember his death, and I remember I was really shaken up by it because I felt like he was a member of our family. I know it sounds strange, but every musician that I've come to know and love, I've felt like they're my family members. It's what he said is true. We belong to everybody. We belong to the misfits. We belong to the outliers, the ones that don't belong, the ones that have problems fitting in. We're their family. And I thought, yeah, you are. Musicians, we're very special breed. But that's all I have to say. Till next time. Live long and prosper. Ciao, Tootsie.